"You can't drag this matter any longer. You have to sign these papers." Max looks at the people in the meeting and says, "Excuse me, I have some personal matters to take care of." The other colleagues say, "No problem," and they get up and leave. Helen sits down on a chair with an attitude. Max worriedly says, "Since the divorce agreement is ready, I'm willing to sign it. But before that, I want to tell you a story." Helen arrogantly says, "I don't have time to listen to your time-wasting stories. I have other things to do." Max calmly replies, "It won't take long, just a minute. After hearing this story, you can decide for yourself whether you still want to sign or not." Helen says, "Fine, make it quick." Max begins a touching story. "I have a friend. When he was 5 years old, his parents got divorced. At that time, they asked him, after the divorce, 'Who do you want to live with?' Without hesitation, he chose his mother because every time his parents fought, his mother would say, 'If I divorce your father, we'll never fight again.' His father hugged him and said, 'Son, when your father gets settled in the county, I'll come back to get you.' When he turned 7, his mother met another man. That man said, 'I'll treat you like my own son.' Then they got married." Helen, with a proud tone, says, "Isn't that a good thing?" Max answers, "Yes, it sounds nice." But soon, his mother and stepfather had a baby boy. Coincidentally, their birthdays were only 1 day apart. Every year, they celebrated with great excitement. Lots of gifts, and a big cake shaped like the Leaning Tower. Each time his little brother blew out the candles, his mom would cut a small slice of the same cake, put a candle on it, and say, "Happy birthday. Stay happy always." That year, he was 9. That winter, both brothers caught the flu and had high fevers. His mother and stepfather spent the whole night taking care of the younger one. And in all the chaos, they forgot about the other boy, who was standing in the hospital hallway watching everything fall apart. When he turned 11, he saw his father only once. His father had come to change the household registration. Those were the happiest days of his life. But the very next day, he heard the news from his mother. She said his dad had gone to the station. So, with all his strength, he ran toward the station. Out of breath, he saw that familiar back. He fell to the ground and begged his father to take him along. His father placed a hand on his head and said, "Son, when your father gets settled in life, I'll come back for you." Then he turned around and got on the train. He didn't even bother to lift that little boy kneeling on the ground. After that, he finally understood. His father was gone, and he had no home anymore. Max looks at Helen and says softly, "So, tell me, how did you like the story? And one more thing, that friend was me. The truth is, after our divorce, the one who will suffer the most is our son, Angel. The darkness of childhood never truly fades away. My parents divorced because of their own selfishness too. But think, how will a child live? How will they grow up healthy and whole? What's between us are just small misunderstandings. There's no reason for us to separate. I've finished the story. If you still insist on divorce, I'll sign." Helen, crying, says, "I never knew you carried so much pain inside you. It's all my fault. I never tried to understand why you were so quiet and lonely. Please forgive me. From today, I'll never mention divorce again." They both hold each other's hands with joy. What you learn from this Max's beautiful story, and tell us one thing from which region you are watching our